Hey, yo, welcome to the Wattz Effect podcast right here where we talk DJing, music, culture, and everything else in between, man. I got my homie here, my partner in crime, Hurt City president, 3-time. Charlottesville, right?
Man,
Come
on, yo.
3-time.
Come on, dog.
Charlottesville's best in black DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, DJ W.
I appreciate you, my
the
guy.
man of the hour, bro. But before we get started, we're going to have to go ahead and do what we do. Family shots right now. We doing it right now.
Say less.
We got the best of the best right here. Ocho, right here, baby. We doing it big. So we're going to pour it real quick because this is what we do before every show.
Got to. It's a Hurt
After
City.
every show.
Yo, look, it's a Hurt
show.
City effect.
Look, I'm over here. Look, I'm over here struggling, but here you go, bro. You pour your own troubles. Pour your own troubles. Here's the top right here. And you do what you do. Yes, sir, man. I'm glad to have you here, though, bro, for real.
Hold on, what you say this is? Ocho? Oh.
Ocho, yeah, this that good stuff right here, bro. I ain't playing around. Each guest still gonna come in here and tell me what you want to drink. I know I picked this for us.
This. Yeah, no.
Because you are a tequila connoisseur. So I said, I gotta come correct if my homie is in the building.
For sure.
I had to come correct, man.
Nice.
Big shouts out to you, though, babe. Congratulations on your win, man. 2025, baby.
Thank you.
Best of black DJ. Love you, man.
Ooh, love you too, bro.
Ooh. Toasty. Toasty. So we're gonna get into it, man. Before we get started, bro.
For sure.
Can you I know where you're from. And I know a lot of these questions I'm gonna ask you, I already know the answers to. So, but these people out here, they don't know. So where are you originally from? Are you born and raised in Charlottesville or are you from somewhere else?
This is always a fun question because I was born in Brooklyn, New York. But a lot of my friends will sit here and be like, you ain't from New York. You ain't from New York.
Because you ain't got the accent.
Exactly.
I would have never thought you was from New York either because you don't have that
Yeah.
that accent. So
I was born in Brooklyn. I was raised down here in Charlottesville, though. So all I pretty much know from, all the times I can remember is Charlottesville. But yeah, born in Brooklyn, raised in Charlottesville. Moved down here when I was 2 years old.
Right.
Went to schools in, Albemarle County.
I did too. A lot of people don't know that about me too. I went to school in Albemarle County.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I moved when I was 13.
Okay.
I went to Hollymead Elementary. Shout out.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the talent show. Hollymead Elementary. Look, that's just the past. But yeah, I went to Hollyweed. Then I went to I said Hollyweed. God, Lord. Hollymead. Then I went to Jack Jewett for the sixth grade.
Okay.
Sixth grade. And then Sutherland. I'm showing my age right now.
No way. I
Sutherland Middle School was just built. So they rezoned everything.
That's showing your age.
Yeah.
That's showing
It definitely is. And then I went to Sutherland for 7th grade, and then 8th grade we moved to Green. Where
that's
my mom,
so crazy.
she's from Green, so that's why we moved to. And
I'm gonna learn something new in this podcast.
Yeah, man.
Y'all.
So,
I think I know Flatline.
Yeah, I'm from Green. Claim Green. That's my home. But I went to county schools out here too.
You know what's so crazy is I went through like a similar thing with school. I started off at Woodbrook, so I went to Woodbrook Elementary for all of elementary school. And then I went to Sutherland first for 6th and 7th grade.
So you went to Sutherland too? Wow.
I went for 6th and 7th grade, and then they redistricted.
Yeah.
And for 8th grade year, I went to Jewett. So I ended up graduating from Jewett.
That's crazy. So I went from Jewett.
You went from
Sutherland.
Jewett to Sutherland.
You went from Sutherland
and I went
to Jewett.
from Sutherland to Jewett. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's something we never knew
talked
about each other.
So wow,
Never
this
knew
is
that.
why we doing what we doing. That's why I love it. But anyway, man, I know we just talked about where you're from, but as DJ W, who are you as an individual? Who is DJ W, man?
Man, that's a
I'm
deep
getting
question.
deep, man. I'm getting there.
Deep. That's the first question.
Yeah. Tell the people I know about you, even though we just learned a little bit more about each other.
Right.
Tell the people. I know a lot of people don't know who you are. They see you out. They know you as YMCA W. In the community W with the kids. You know what I'm saying? You used to do Viba as well. Yep. So that's where a lot of the kids know you from. So I know they don't know you individually and personally. So let the people know.
Man, that's even a hard question for me to answer. But
I'm
gonna tell you what I aim to be versus like what I precisely who I am, because everybody's perception of everybody is different.
Right.
But what I aim to be is like somebody who's like always there for people, of course.
I can second that.
Somebody that looks out for everybody, sees the bigger picture. Somebody who aims to be positive at all times, be a good role model. And somebody that I always aim to be somebody that people can come to and feel comfortable being around without any judgment or without any like, oh, you know, I can't hang out with him because he acts like this or does this or whatever. You know, I always try to have a smile on my face, you know, when interacting with people. Always try to,
and that's one thing, bro, that you always do have a smile on your face, brother. For real, man.
I try to do that because, you know, no matter what I have going on, no matter what anybody else got going on, I always want to be that person that like people's like, oh, yo, I know I could go say what's up to Devin. You know, a lot of people call me W. Hey, my real name is Devin.
Right. See, that's another thing. Yo, they probably don't even know your real name. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people see me out and call me W. You know, and even people that know me for a long time. I know us as DJs, here. we do it just because like we so used to calling each other by their DJ names.
And your ears just perk up the same way as if they called you by your real name. And I'm saying
here, like it's people that I've known for years, like even since like elementary school days. I'd be like, "Oh, W, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, we grew up together. Like you can call me Devin." But like I want to be that person for people to be, you know, feel comfortable coming up and at least saying hi, you know, saying what's up. But like that's kind of what I aim to be, like, you know. And I hope that's a perception I give out to everyone.
And you definitely do, bro. For real, man. That's one thing that gravitated me towards you was just how humble you are, bro. Like that's why I fell in love with this man right here, bro. No homo, pause, all that crazy stuff. But this man is just amazing, bro. He's just such an approachable guy, just a humble guy, and I'm telling you, that's why I had to, you know, be on this guy's team for real. Because I failed to realize that this guy right here is the Hurt City DJ president. This is the guy who makes it all happen, man, behind the scenes. So it's a lot we're gonna dive into, so y'all can really know.
I can't wait to get into
who this guy is. But now we're gonna go ahead and get into the DJing things. You know what I'm saying? You know, what was your first experience with music and DJing?
Ooh, first experience with music and DJing. Do you want to as like when I first started DJing or like when I first
definitely
really got
take
into
it to the beginning, man. From the beginning, when you first got into it to the beginning, all that.
Man,
yes, sir.
So how I really got into DJing, I have a cousin, Tyrell. He goes by Ace Engineer.
Yes, sir. Look him up.
Big shout out to Ace Engineer.
Look him up. Shouts out.
And he's doing big things, but you know I can.
He's living my dream for real. He's living my dream. I swear to God.
Huge influence on me. But before he got into engineering, he was a DJ. Yeah. He was a DJ during his college days, and even beyond that. But I always grew up around him. Yeah. So like he was somebody that I was like, you know, always looked up to, you know, kind of want, you know, I shouldn't say kind of, I always wanted to be like him. And he picked up DJing. So I was just like, oh, cool, this is dope. Like he's doing a lot of fun stuff with it. I'm like, yo, I kind of want to be a DJ too. So then I got into high school. I think it was either my sophomore or junior year. And some of our friends, some of my friends from the neighborhood was creating like a rap group or whatever. And we had a couple rappers in there. Then we had, you know, me as a DJ, and, you know, we was just kind of doing our thing. And they might laugh at me for telling this story, but it's just like we came up with the name Spitfire Entertainment.
Okay.
And you know, we had, you know, a couple rappers and then me as a DJ, and I was like, yo, I'm going to be DJ W.
Yeah. I always wondered how you came up with that name. It's because your name don't, I mean, you got Devin, right?
Yeah. So
explain that.
So my initials are DJ W.
Yeah.
Like that's my initials. And I was just like, yo, I think that's like, I've already got the D and J in my name. And then I got the letter W at the end. Let me just go ahead and spell out the letter W. That. And that's going to be my name, DJ W. And just kind of like stuck. Yeah. And it's just like my unique way of like coming up with like my version of a creative DJ name. Yeah. So I came up with that and I was like, yo, I'm going to be DJ W. And they was rocking with it. So we had this little group, Spitfire Entertainment. We was rocking together for a long time. But like at the time, I wasn't really like really knew fully like what DJing was. You know, I was watching my cousin a little bit, and then, you know, of course, growing up in that time, that was like late 2000s. So you're talking about like 2009, 2010-ish, and you know, watching like 106 & Park and BET and all that
Big
stuff.
shouts out to Crush Groovy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But watching all those like shows and all that stuff and really seeing like what hip hop was like, I guess I could even go back a little bit further.
Go back, take it back.
Music wise, believe it or not, I did not start listening to hip hop until I got into like late middle school.
Yeah, these are things I know. And he's letting you know. But it lets you know your talent, brother. For real.
Yeah.
Because you dig in your bag when you be DJing. I'm like, yo, I know you ain't really know what was going on back then, brother. How do you even know about that yet?
It's so crazy. I really wasn't like brought up, and like I'll get back to like the high school story in a minute, but I wasn't really like brought up on like my mom playing a lot of music in the house. One song I like, she loved Barry White. My grandma had a whole bunch of CDs and cassettes and all that stuff. But I really wasn't like raised in like a household that played a lot of music, at least what I can remember.
Right.
I used to remember my mom playing for some reason. You better call Tyrone.
Everybody do
that joint.
Yeah.
I just vividly remember that song and then a lot of Barry White. But other than that, I wasn't really like introduced to a whole lot of music.
Right.
And then once I hit maybe like late elementary school, I started listening to like the radio a little bit more, especially, once you get older and like kids start to come with, music that, typically aren't played in elementary school. You start talking about other things, and then I started to have to get hip. But, the area where I was raised in, it wasn't like, straight hip hop, it was like a lot of pop music. So I was very hip to like the NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Aaron Carter, like that kind of era. I had a little bit of 50 Cent in there. And all that stuff, but like it was really like pop, like popular music and
top
not
40
like
type.
top 40 type stuff. Like I wasn't really like listening to like the Lil Wayne.
People forget like, yo, hip hop is in top 40. Like,
hip hop is in top 40.
So
100%.
You know what I mean? People forget about that. That's you know what I mean?
So I wasn't really like introduced to hip hop until I really hit middle school. And I kind of, started to branch off and like had my own group of friends and started peeping like what they were listening to. I was like, oh, okay, I'm rocking with hip hop. I think my first, I was hip to Lil Bow Wow. Lil Bow Wow was dope.
My God. People sleep on Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow, Sammy. Lil Romeo. And then I got into like a little bit more of like the hardcore hip hop with like 50 Cent, and the whole G Unit movement at the time. So then once I hit that, I was like, oh, this is how I'm feeling this music. This is the whole vibe. But then so after that, that's when I really started to listen to hip hop. I didn't really dive deep into it until maybe my 7th or 8th grade year, all through high school. So like I remember vividly one time on the bus, one of my boys' sisters, I hopped on the bus and we had the headphones in and all that stuff, MP3 players, and she was like, what are you listening to? I was like, well, and
before the AirPods,
she took my little earbud. She put in. She looked at me and I can't remember. It was some hip hop song. I want to say it was in high school, so it had to be like some DJ Khaled or something. Because DJ Khaled was popping.
We taking over DJ Khaled,
man.
Yes, sir.
That late 2000s DJ Khaled is still fire.
Yes, sir. To this day.
But she listened to the song. And she was like, yo, I would have never thought you listened to this music. I was saying like, I was like, I mean, I know I'm quiet, but I'm still hip to some things.
I'm still hip.
But that was like really my introduction to hip hop. And going forward. So fast forward now to the high school story. We created this group, Spitfire Entertainment. I was DJ W, and I was kind of getting into DJing, trying to figure out like, what is DJing like? What is DJing? Because I don't know nothing. So I remember at the time, iPod Touches had just came out.
I think I might got one in the back.
But mine's somewhere in storage. I know I kept all my iPods.
I keep everything.
Everything.
Yes, sir.
But I had still have an iPod Touch, and one of the apps on there was Tap DJ. So I would load my music up on my iPod Touch. iPod Touch. I'm getting ahead of the times. I would load up my music on there, and then I would sit here and start, playing with the DJ settings. Now at the time, it's just like the original version of the song, not like an intro outro that we have now. So I'm just trying to mix and blend, between the, with the music that I have on my iPad, iPod Touch. God, dog.
I got the iPad right
It's
here.
so crazy how like Apple's evolved in this time.
That's a whole nother story.
So I'm just sitting here, messing around with it. I'm in class, like I'm in study hall. Like whenever I finish my work, I pull out the joint. I'm just playing with it. I'm having fun with it. The crazy thing is, I'm pretty sure on my laptop I still have like 1 or 2 Tap DJ.
I bet you do.
Mixes on there somewhere,
and I would love to hear them.
I I keep them very hidden.
Tell them.
I keep
Bring them out.
I keep them very hidden.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I will record those mixes and just kind of have fun with it.
Yeah.
Then after I graduated high school, you know, I think I bought a laptop because I definitely needed for college.
Yeah.
But then like I was just like, oh, let me buy like a small little $50. I think it was a $50 Newmark board that I think I got from Best Buy or something. Like it was something like very simple, USB powered, plug into your laptop, and then boom, you could do something.
Yeah.
So then I downloaded Virtual DJ on the laptop I got for college. I just started messing around and playing with it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is dope. At that time in my life, if you were to ask me, was I going to take DJing serious? I would say, hell no. Nah. Like this ain't like I'm just doing this for fun. Yeah. You know, and we mentioned, you know, I worked in the community. I worked for the, YMCA and all that stuff. So, you know, for fun, I was in the after school program. I would be like, oh, I'm gonna bring a Bluetooth speaker. We're gonna sit here and plug. Like, you bringing back memories. Oh, you are bringing back memories.
I love it.
I had this little it was like a heavy suitcase joint.
Yeah.
That was like 2 speakers and a mixer in the middle.
Yeah.
And
damn.
when I sit here and say,
so it's like all in one.
I still got it.
I gotta see it.
I still got it. I'm gonna take a picture of it when I get home, and I'm gonna send it to you. But it was like a little suitcase joint, and it had the mixer in the middle. It had 2 speakers that would connect to the end of it. And then inside, like it would have like a little pull down where it had the cords that you needed for it, but they weren't like, you didn't need like power except for into the mixer. Right. So I had that set up. I don't even know how much it costs. Like I don't even think they sell them joints.
Yeah, you probably might get them at Costco.
Yeah, Costco. Like some new DJ is buying one right now.
They probably got it. I guarantee you they got it.
But yeah, so it's one of them little joints, and I was set up at the after school program on Fridays. Be like, yo, I'm just gonna play music for y'all, and we just gonna have fun. And it, you know, that's where I kind of, you know, started really feeling like, oh, I'm DJing in front of a live crowd. But I was having fun with it. But then I know I'm probably answering questions you probably gonna ask later.
That's okay. If we need to, we're gonna scroll right. But I like the story though. Keep going.
But yeah, then you know, when I started DJing, I just started like getting small gigs. Like, you know, the YMCA would book me for like a Healthy Kids Day, or like I'll get like a small little kid's birthday party, or like you know, just something super small, not nothing too crazy. So that's kind of like my start and what got me inspired. Again, my cousin got me inspired into like getting into DJing. And then from there, I kind of just like, oh, let me play around with it and see, you know, how it goes, see where I go from it.
So with that, did you face any challenges?
What? Oh,
like, what challenges did you face?
Looking back at it, I know I faced a lot of challenges. And when I say looking back at it, like looking at the DJ I was when I first started versus the DJ I am now, I'm like, yo, I didn't know nothing. I ain't know nothing at all. So, you know, I think looking back, the challenges was like, one, mentally, am I going to take this serious? Like, is this something that I want to try to do? Is this something that I want to pursue? And then there's also like, how am I going to do it? Because like it costs money, and I ain't got no money.
That's one thing people forget. This shit costs money.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive,
and that's
why we charge what we charge.
That's why we charge. Our price is our price. You know what I'm saying? But that's also one of the first things that I tell DJs, like, you got to invest in yourself. You know, if you really want to make it, you can't just think shit is going to come to you, on a silver platter, and then all of a sudden you're going to be in the clubs DJing. It takes a lot of work.
It does.
But like that's why, challenges mentally is like, yo, am I going to be able to do this? Like, is this something that I want to do? Because I'm not going to put no money into nothing. I'm not going, I'm not going to take serious and do. But I think that, and then kind of like learning the skill, like, oh, like, I'm hearing DJs, like I'm listening to DJs at parties, and I'm going to different areas. I'm hearing how they play. I'm like, yo, these guys are dope. Like, and I'm sitting here like, oh, look at your board, look at your controller. Oh, your controller, nice. Oh, you got a MacBook. I got a Toshiba. You know, I'm sitting here
Right.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting here like, you know, hearing them. I'm like, oh, you got skill too.
Yeah.
How you do? I don't even. I'm not ready for that. So
Yeah.
like, I think a lot of it was like challenges. Was like mentally, like, is this something I want to do? Do I want to continue to pursue this? And then trying to learn the skill and the trade of it, because I don't want to. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna give it my all. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and half-ass anything, because I don't feel like I don't deserve that, and the people who I potentially will perform in front of don't deserve that. So that's something that like I don't want to I didn't want to do in the beginning. So it's a lot of a mental thing. Like, yo, is this something that I really want to do?
Now to fast forward a little bit, like I know, like I said, I know a lot of these things, but what are some milestones that you're really proud of in your career? Like, man. I know these things, but let the people know, man, what you've accomplished so far in your career.
I mean, it's so crazy because like we do so many events in a year that it's just like it's so hard to even sit here and sometimes call like events milestones.
Right.
Just because you're in a different era of life at times. So like you don't even really sit here and be like, oh shit, this is
But you've had some big moments.
I've had some big moments. I'll name a couple, but it's also like looking at it, it's just like, one, I know I'm going to forget one. Now. I'm like, yo, we had so much fun. And as we continue to talk, I'll be like, yo, remember this time? But milestones, like in my early years, when I first started DJing, one of the big milestones was like actually getting my first like club and bar event.
Where was that?
First off, big shout out to Beezy. Beezy really gave me my first official DJ event. I think it was back in 2012. I want to say it had to be 2012. Onyx Lounge. Onyx.
Yes, I remember Onyx. Yes,
Onyx.
Yes, sir.
God,
right on
man.
the corner.
Yo, we are gonna have so much fun on this talk because
right on the corner,
we
bro.
are really
we've been in like the same spots before we even knew each other. Like we are in the same spot
for real.
But we haven't
even gotten to the part where we have met. Like it's so crazy.
But what's crazy though? There's that DJ that you just mentioned.
Yeah,
right? He's a pivotal DJ in the community that has brought us all together for real. And that's gonna come later on. He's touching a little bit on my questions later. But yeah, DJ Bees, man, shouts out to you.
Yeah,
brother.
Big shout out to you. But one of my first milestones was getting that first like club gig, and I would never forget it. And I'll put out some information now.
Yeah.
But like I was DJing from 10 a.m. to sorry, not 10 a.m. 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah, no. 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. on the corner at the hookah bar spot. Oh, that hookah bar spot used to be it. No, they used to go to 4. I think it was 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Yeah, because they had the little after hours spot. Nobody would be in that joint until about 1 a.m.
Yeah. When everything else closed, Raptures. Back then Raptures was the spot.
And look, when I sit here and say we're gonna touch on so much, bro,
Raptures was
we got to get to downtown. See, oh man, y'all
get to it.
Y'all are in for a treat today. So Onyx Lounge, small little hookah spot. Like I'm talking about super small. Wasn't really that.
I'm gonna share some pictures with you after this too. So I still got pictures from Onyx. Yeah.
Super small spot. And BZ was doing a night thing there, but I think he was just trying to get it started. So then he eventually was just like, yo, I'm gonna pass this gig to you. You're a new up and coming DJ. I think this is gonna be a good spot for you to really play.
Yeah.
Mind you, at the time, I don't really have too much music.
Right.
I don't have library's short. little skimp.
Needed a starter pack.
And my library was also a lot of music. Like I wasn't at the time as a DJ. Like
your bag wasn't deep.
My bag was like I wouldn't even say like the bag wasn't deep. I would say more of it was like the music that I listened to.
Yeah,
what I listened to was like a lot of radio hits.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a lot of club hits.
Right.
But what made it worse in this spot was this owner wanted house techno.
Oh no.
House techno.
Oh no.
EDM music.
Oh no.
And house music.
Oh no.
In his spot. And I'm sitting here like, bro.
Oh.
I don't got that.
Oh no.
I had one mix that one of my boys who was an EDM DJ that he made. And I will play that for the first 30 minutes. I'll be like, oh, there's your house music.
There you go. There it is.
And that's it. But like looking at it now, like UVA, that's you know,
Right.
a lot of their bars and clubs are you know,
EDM,
house, EDM, even like top 40, but like very minimal hip hop.
Very minimal. Very minimal.
So like even sitting here now thinking about that, it's like, yo, how did I even survive? And like you continued to book me every
you
weekend.
Must have did something
I
right.
was there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Doing
every weekend.
You did your thing.
Ask me how much I got paid.
How much did you get paid?
$30 and a free hookah.
Sheesh.
$30 and a free
And we're going to get into that as
hookah.
Well. But see, I ain't even going to touch on that right now.
Man.
But that's why you get me out of order. I don't want to do that right now.
$30 and a free hookah.
But I respect it though.
But like it was something that I was like, yo, this. I mean, this
because you got to get in. You got to get in the door, bro.
And that's why, like, I never really complained. Now that I think about it, Madario was like one of the hookah makers there.
See?
And then one of my boys, oh man, I could tell stories.
Bro, get into it.
One of my boys, and this is just a side story.
Yeah.
Again, you know, we all created Spitfire Entertainment. We kind of, you know, I wouldn't say we grew out of it, but like we started going to college and it wasn't like, you know, we was all just like trying to figure out life at that point. Not graduated college, graduated high school, and we was all trying to like figure out life at that point.
Yeah. Young boys.
So one of the biggest trends that was happening in like the early 2010s was hookah.
Yeah.
That became a huge thing, and we ended up, you know, started to call ourselves.
Shout out to Young Thug.
Young Thug, pad me the hookah. But we started to smoke a lot of hookah, and we call ourselves the hookah fiends.
Yeah.
And you know, one of my bros, Dean, he literally like had the state of the art hookahs, had the setup and everything, and just like everything, but hit like perfect. And he ended up working at Onyx Lounge as well, alongside Madario. But man, like just like thinking about all that stuff, that was like our trends.
Yeah.
That was our trends growing up.
Yeah.
So that's just a side story. You know, we smoke a lot of hookah, so that hence why, you know, free hookah to DJ. Oh, hell yeah. Give me that.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I was old enough to drink at that time. So like that was probably like the excitement of like, oh, you know, I'm doing something.
I'm 18.
I'm 18. I can smoke this, yo, without no problem.
So with the milestones, man, I know you've traveled overseas as well. You know what I'm saying? You continue with the milestones. Can you explain a little bit about that? About Equally Opposite, right? That's the group you was.
You know what's so crazy? Equally Opposite really put me on to a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, Equally Opposite.
Shout out.
Zach Matt Gordo.
Yeah.
Man, I met them dudes at a showcase, and they like their energy is like crazy unmatched. Like
they really is some good performers, man. For real,
really great performers.
Yeah.
So you know, they reached out to me and was like, "Oh, we looking for a DJ. We got a couple shows lined up. You know, you down for it?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" You know, something different, something cool. And so you know, we've been to a couple places. You know, I know you talked about overseas, but like I did a show with them. You know, across the states. We went to Denver. We went to New York. I can't remember if I went to a show with them in Philly. We've done DC. We've done. I don't know if I went to a show in Atlanta, but they did a lot in the States.
Damn.
And then they started to get invited to festivals. So I can't remember if this was before or after. Oh, how am I forgetting Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh was wild.
Yeah.
That's the story. I might touch on that in a minute.
You got to.
But I can't remember if I went to the show with them. No, I did. Okay. I'm sitting here thinking about like everything I've done with them because they really took me on a lot.
Yeah.
But we did a festival. I can't remember if it was before or after the overseas trip, but it was Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal, Canada. First time in Canada. First time across the border.
Yeah.
And just to go to that show, it had to be after. I think it was after the Netherlands, just because it was like, you know, we had our passports already.
Oh.
So, and that's another story to share, like getting the passports.
That's a challenge, man.
So actually, let me jump into the Netherlands story, the overseas story first, because I think that kind of leads the way. They got invited to a festival in the Netherlands, and they hit me about it. I was just like, yo, what?
What's up? Let me try to get on that one.
What?
The Netherlands, bro.
The Netherlands?
Dope.
I I can't remember the festival name, and that's like on me. Like I just have a terrible memory. I do a whole lot. But they sat here and got invited to it, and I was like, hell yeah! Like what are we gonna do? Like what do I need? So we ended up like trying to get our passports. We had to rush and get them because I think the show was
that
like
takes a process too. So
I think the show was like literally
pre-COVID though.
Pre-COVID, pre-COVID.
Okay.
Pre-COVID. So like I think the process, I mean,
still was a process.
We ended up like driving to DC to go get same day passports. I had to tell them like, yo, you know, we have to go overseas. Like we need it today if possible.
Birth certificate,
man,
social security card, all that.
So we got our passports. We had our flights already booked, and we flew over to the Netherlands. And first thing, I mean, yes, of course, you've been overseas with military stuff. But it's such a different lifestyle.
It definitely is, bro.
It's so different.
It is, man.
We
are in a bubble here, bro.
We are really in a bubble.
In a bubble. People don't realize
it's so crazy, like how much people know about the U.S. In other countries.
Right.
I had so many conversations with so many dope people that I met over in the Netherlands, and they were sitting here telling me more about the U.S. and I feel like I do. Right. I'm saying like, yo, y'all really up to date.
Yeah, they really are though.
But they like, I mean, even like their policies and all that stuff. I mean, I could go into stories about things that happen in the Netherlands, but the overall experience is like, it's eye-opening.
Yeah,
it's really eye-opening.
It really is.
We got to meet a whole lot of dope people at this festival. Equally Opposite performed at it. I did their set. I met a couple DJs that did, you know, sets of other people that were performing there. We went to a few different shows. We checked out different clubs. We ate the food there. Like it's just like such a different environment.
Yes, sir.
Over
it really
there.
is, man.
And
it really is.
When I say it was eye opening, like coming back home, it's just like, oh, what are we doing?
It's night and day,
America?
bro.
It's
night
so
and day.
different.
Really conditioned, man. We really conditioned.
Yeah, we really are. And you know, my first time, I would have never went overseas if it wasn't for Equally Opposite. I still probably wouldn't even.
I'm glad you
had my
experienced
passport.
that, man. Yeah. I'm totally glad.
I would have never had my passport if it wasn't for them. Yeah. So definitely shout out to Equally Opposite because y'all really put me on.
Yeah.
But like that experience just alone was just dope. And then going to we went to a club one of the first nights we were there, and the DJ was playing like hip hop hits.
Yeah.
I want to say Lemon with Rihanna and Drake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like that remix. Yeah. And the RD, like that joint was like popping at the time, I think. But that joint was rocking the club. Yeah. But then they was dropping like DMX. They was dropping.
But see the thing, old school.
Yeah.
Old school overseas. They love like the 90s, the early 2000s.
They was
even now.
All that, bro.
They love it over there, bro.
They was hitting on all that. And I'm sitting here like, yo, this is fine. And like the club was jumping.
Yeah. And that's why these artists now, like 50 Cent, they go over there and get that bread.
Because they can.
I'm telling you.
Because they're so recognized, so loved, and so appreciated over there.
Ja Rule, all of them could get money over there, bro.
I mean, it was just so dope to like, you know, going to a club. I mean, you would hear like some of the, you know, hometown type music or you know, house music, which is like really popular overseas. But like to hear like a lot of the regular like 90s, 2000s, look like the pop hits of today.
Yeah, the hits. Yeah.
Of the time back then, it's just like to hear that. It's just like, yo, like music is really like worldwide.
It really
like
is.
A lot of these artists, hip hop is really worldwide.
I'm telling you, bro, it's different. It's different over there, man.
And like that's why you see a lot of these artists now really
going overseas
on their tours, and they packing out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so crazy. I think the tour, what was it, in Africa or something that DMX did?
Yep.
Or something, that joint was packed out,
bro.
And this was like what 20 years ago, something like that. Packed out.
Yep.
And now you see like artists like Chris Brown, Beyonce, you know, and all them.
That's why they go
over
there, man.
And they are literally packing out
that
like,
love, bro. They get that love over there, man.
And it's so dope to see that and like to be able to be like, yo, I'm really an international artist.
Yeah. It says a lot.
So even Equally Opposite, you guys are international artists.
For real. Technically, they are.
So, but yeah, so like that was just a dope milestone. Again, with Equally Opposite, again, like I said, we went to another festival in Montreal, Canada. That was another great experience. People in Canada are so nice.
Yeah.
They are so nice. I saw cops driving minivans. I was like, it doesn't nothing bad or wrong happens in Canada.
Yeah.
And then another big show. I know we was talking about like going abroad, but like since we're on topic, we equally opposite because I really went on tour with them, and it's such a dope experience. But they got invited to this show in Pittsburgh, and I didn't know what to expect. This was actually the first show, like big show I did with Equally Opposite. I didn't know what to expect. I'm thinking like, you know, we've had a couple small shows, you know, leading up to this, and like looking at the small shows, like when you see a big show, it's almost like, oh, snap. Like there is no wiggle room. You can't mess up.
Right.
I mean, but like at the time, you know, if somebody messed up, we would be the only ones that would know. Like nobody else in the crowd at the time would know. But I was sitting here, you know, riding with them to Pittsburgh. You know, I heard it's another festival. And I was like, all right, cool. We drive up there same day. You know, we find a place to park on 10th Street, right by this big stage. They got another act going on, but we're walking through a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the whole 10th, I think it was 10th Street or whatever in Pittsburgh. And it is just like vendors, bars that are popping, bars that had DJs, just a whole bunch of people out. So, you know, we find a stage, find a, you know, manager that booked them or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, welcome. You know, they're so excited to see y'all. So we go set up and everything, and I'm sitting here, you know, I think I played like one or two songs just to get the, you know, crowd hype and really do sound check. You know, make sure everything sounds good.
Make sure everything sounds crisp.
But play a couple songs, and you know, at the time, like it was a big stage, and it was like not really like a dance floor, but like kind of like an open area for people to come in, like if they're really rocking with the music, you know, sway, do their dance, whatever they do at festivals, right? So it's like it was a stage, and then the dance floor, and then like all 10th Street were like the vendors were, right? So there was nobody really. It was maybe about 15, 20 people in between the transition of the acts. And, you know, I'm on stage, played a couple songs, and then, you know, Zach Matt Gordo sit here and go up on stage. And I think Paul was there. And, you know, they just start to bring the energy. It's like, hey, yo. And they command the stage well.
They definitely do.
They're just like, hey, yo, we're equally opposite. Come and listen to our music, pretty much. Straight like that. And people, like, as soon as they started, who are those guys? But then as soon as, you know, I press play on the track, they sit here and go in crazy.
Yes, sir.
And their energy and their stage presence and the in between the songs and I really don't think they plan out like their skits in between songs. I really think it's just kind of like a freestyle. Literally like a freestyle to where they're just like, whatever you say, I'm gonna say something afterwards, and I'm gonna say something afterwards, and then we may argue, bicker, we may give each other a crazy look, but then we're gonna get into this next song, and we're gonna bring some crazy energy. Are you ready? Are you ready? And that's literally like what they do. And every song, like, you know, is a different type of energy, and every song that they have really has a dope story to it too. So they try to tell that story before they sit here and drop the track. They drop it, they give a whole bunch of energy. So by the time we hit the second or third song, people from 10th Street are starting to
come on up to the
stage.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm sitting here looking like, oh, this joint getting a little thick.
Getting thick in here.
It's getting packed.
That's a good feeling right there.
It's a great feeling because it's just like these people were just minding their own business 5 minutes ago.
Yes, sir.
But now they hit this stage and really rock this joint out. And now people are really flocking and hearing them and having a good time and enjoying their music and their vibe. So they sat here and like literally, matter of fact, I still got the picture to this day of like, it got so like packed in there. I was like, yo, I don't know if I'm ever going to see this again. I'm a young W. Like I'm a young DJ W at this time. So I'm saying,
you're just taking it all in.
I'm taking it all in. I'm like, yo, I might not see this moment again. So I was like, hey, yo, real quick before we hit this last song, EO, I want everybody to flock to the front of the stage. We gonna get this dope picture. And I had to like take that moment into realization, like, yo, this is like fire. So I got a picture of like me, EO, Paul, and all of us, and the whole 10th Street. And you see like how many, it had to be thousands of people, like maybe up to 10,000 people, like out there, just like mind you, it's a whole 10th Street. So they like it's so deep down there that like you still see a whole bunch of people. It's like you're at a real festival.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is a real festival.
It is a real festival.
But you consider it like a concert type,
like a whole concert type.
Legit, I don't want to say that they're not legit artists. I'm gonna say that, but it's like industry
artists, like industry festival to where like like we really doing this.
Yeah.
So I had to really take that surreal moment picture, and that joint. Matter of fact, I want to say it was like September, so like I feel like it's about to pop up in my memories soon.
Probably should.
And I took that picture and like everybody's smiling, having a good time, but like just to see the crowd in the background is just like
that's dope.
Yo, this is it. This is the lifestyle. And then when we were done, I was just like, damn, I didn't want to be done.
But you have had that experience here in the States, right?
Have, yeah.
So, can you talk about the JPJ? Because you were the only DJ that I know that has performed at JPJ. Like that's a feat, because I don't know any local DJs around here that's not even myself that's been on that stage, man. So can you talk about JPJ, man? How
JPJ was another crazy experience. Shout out to my guy Wave.
Yeah.
He was he graduated now, but like he was a UVA student. And we linked up just through mutual friends and all that stuff. He actually worked with Wattz. I think I met him through Wattz.
Shout out to Wattz.
Shout out to Wattz too, because actually Wattz, I've been on, a couple show tours with him as well. But he, Wave was, UVA student. He used to pop out at parties. At that time, I was DJing a lot of UVA D9 parties and fraternity sororities. I was at Biltmore, Boylan, whatever the case may be. I was there. So like he would pop up, with his frat bros or with his friends, and like everybody was cool. So he had hit me. And this had to be like a couple days before the concert. He had hit me and was like, yo, you got time for a quick phone call?
Ooh.
And I was just like, yeah, cool, what's up? And I had done he did a couple showcases.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Like locally?
Yeah, I think he did. I want to say, like, don't, again, my memory is getting bad. I do so much. I'm getting older now.
Yeah.
I want to say he did like a Rugged Arts. I want to say maybe he performed in 9 Pillars. I can't remember fully. But he was like, yo, you got time for a quick phone call? And I've done some sets for him, so it's like, it's nothing new. So I was like, yeah, cool. I was like, yeah, bro, what up? He's like, yo, bro. He's like, yo.
When they start out with, yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, it's something big right there,
He's
baby.
like, yo, I just won a contest, and I'm opening up for Trippie Redd, on Saturday at John Paul Jones. He's like, yo. He was like, I want you to DJ my set. You free? I said, I don't care if I got something going on. I'm canceling.
I'm canceling whatever it is.
I'm canceling whatever I got going on, because I'm about to do this set for you.
Yeah. Facts.
So I want to say it was like Spring Fling weekend or some annual, annual thing that, or maybe I don't think it was Black Alumni Weekend. Had to be like Spring Fling type weekend, some for UVA. And I was like, yo, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this for you. This sounds like an opportunity. So we link up and we do a quick, run through rehearsal. I think we did it at a house on the Rotunda.
Yeah.
Like one of them ones that you gotta have a 4.0. We did it at one of those dorms. So we sitting there in the dorms and we sit here just like having fun with it. Playing around with the set, he comes up with this dope set list. One thing I really respect about like what he was doing with his music, he's like, I also want to cater to the crowd I'm performing for.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be a lot of my music, of course.
Right,
but like I also want to cater to the crowd. So there was a couple there was a couple songs that I had to play in the beginning to get people hyped.
Right. Yeah, he would familiar. That they would know. Yeah,
and then he would come and do a couple songs, and then we would pause, and then I would play a song. I believe the song was like "We Are Young."
Yeah,
and okay. That was one of his joints. Yeah. Like he would like really rock with that song.
Who sings that?
Oh man, don't quiz me.
Oh man,
I told you my memory bad. I told you my memory bad. Don't quiz me on that right now.
I'm about to say, dang, I'm trying to think. It's not Wiz. It's not Wiz.
No.
Oh, that's gonna bother me too. That I don't know who's singing that too. I hear it in my head, but I don't know who the artist is at the moment. Dang. I hear it.
So, anyways, because it's gonna bother me now. I know. Too. Don't let it bother me.
It's gonna get in your head. But it's gonna bother me.
But he wanted to play that and have the crowd. Like he was big in the crowd interaction. So he played that song, had the crowd interact with it. Then we went back to his set, and then we ended his set with a banger. And that was just like such an energy-filled show.
Yeah.
We were playing in front of hundreds, if not, a couple
UVA
thousand
students, some
UVA
locals.
students.
Because they do a couple. They do sell tickets for those.
So the show was not really. It's only for UVA students.
Okay,
so shows that like aren't open to the public. They do 2 a year.
Yeah.
I think like the UPC or something at UVA puts like these shows together. But they do one in the fall when the students come back, and then they do one in the spring, towards the end of the school year.
For them, yeah.
And it's only for UVA students.
So you probably had a couple, about 5,000.
About a couple. I want to say like about 2 to 5,000 maybe. But like I remember like just being there, and there was an opening DJ before us.
Yeah.
And she was rocking. She was killing.
Is that somebody that they hired, or was
I want to say it was somebody that they hired.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like I want to say it was somebody that like the UPC group hired.
Gotcha.
So she's rocking. We got there for sound check or whatever. Mind you, let me tell you about sound check.
I can only imagine that system, bro. I can only imagine that system, bro.
I'm sitting here
Straight
like
up.
I set up my. I think did I have the rain one at the time? Pretty sure I had the rain.
Yeah.
I think I just got the rain one. I think the rain one had just came out, and I got the rain one set up. I'm setting my laptop up. They plug it into the the XLRs. And I'm going into detail because it's like this is literally how it went.
Yes,
and
because people don't know when we on that stage, you can feel that rumble.
And I'm sitting here. Like we're in front of nobody right now, like nobody. So it's just like we're really just going through motions. So boom, I hit the first song, just like feel it out, and like you feel that on stage.
State of the art. Because JPJ got that.
State of the art
they got that.
sound.
They got that.
And I'm sitting here like, snap. Like this is
they put that
like,
sound on. They said they put that ish on. They put that sound on.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here, we do sound check. I was like, yo, this joint about to be crazy.
I can't even imagine the goosebumps, bro.
I'm sitting here like
that's a real deal, man.
Yeah,
like, that's a real deal stage.
It's for real. Like it's like you can't like it's an experience that like is like
that
none
high,
other.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's that high, man.
It really is.
It really
like
is.
It's you can't like imagine it. You have to like really like
be there.
Be there. So we finish our sound check and we go into the backstage and we have our own like dressing room.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like
big time. Y'all big timing right now, dog.
I'm like, yo, I made it. I said I made it for a night. But that's a feeling. That's a feeling that really I got. It's just like, yo, I'm really like I'm at John Paul Jones.
Yeah.
Like Trippie Redd, who was pretty big.
Really the biggest stage in Charlottesville, bro.
Yeah, in Charlottesville, for sure.
Charlottesville, man. I know the King Pavilion is probably the second.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I sat here, and I was just like, yo, like I'm here. And like I have my list.
Yeah.
I have my list as a DJ, like places I want to play in Charlottesville. I still have one more place I gotta cross off.
What is that?
The Paramount.
Oh yes,
Paramount. That's the only place that I have not DJ'd at in Charlottesville. That I'm like, yo, I gotta get in there one time. So Paramount or anybody throws an event at the Paramount, like it's on my bucket list.
W needs to be on that list.
But like John Paul Jones, like I would have thought I would have crossed off the Paramount before John Paul Jones.
Right. Yeah, you skyrocketed.
Like and like to get into John Paul Jones, it's like
that's the top of the top. Bro. Yeah.
But yeah, so then we did the show, whatever, and then after Wave set, I guess the coordinator or whoever put the whole thing together, president, UPC, whatever, came up to me and was like, yo, Trippie Redd's running a little late.
Ooh.
Can you
extend a little
play for a little bit until he gets here?
Jeez.
So,
oh my God.
mind you, at that time, I'm sitting here like, well, yeah, But I'm also like, well, dang, if I would have known, I probably would have prepared a little better. Mm-hmm. So like my set isn't like all over the place. And you know me, like I don't really prepare for sets.
Right.
You're
on the whim type. Like you just go out there and do it.
But something like this, like I would prepare like at least a couple songs, so that like I don't start off nervous.
Right.
So as soon as she hit me with that, like I mean, not nerves that hit in, but like I'm like. We're the act before Trippie Redd.
And you were definitely like a play for the crowd type of DJ. And I can only imagine the lights on that stage.
And that's what I was about to hit at.
Yeah, you probably couldn't even see
we're the act before Trippie Redd. And like the lights are so bright, I can't really see how many people are out there.
Yeah.
I really can't tell if people are rocking with the song or not.
Because you are that DJ that
and
you
that's
got to
the
see
type
the
of DJ
reaction.
I am. Like I gotta see, like if you're not rocking with the song, I'm gonna change it.
Yep.
So like that made it like really hard for me, at the time as a DJ.
Dang, I can only imagine.
Just like being like, all right, on a whim. And then the other part is, I had an opening, but like there was an opening DJ prior to me starting.
And you are the DJ that I probably played. You don't like to repeat songs.
I don't like to repeat songs. So she had played a lot of like hits. She did great as an opening DJ. But I feel like they told her like, oh yeah, you're the only opening DJ. Then we got to act, and then we got Trippie Redd. And knowing that, like even if that was me and we switched roles, I would have played all the hits while people were coming in because I'm the only opening DJ.
Yeah.
Like after this, it's an act that's performing, and then it's Trippie Redd.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna play all the hits. So like I'm sitting here trying to remember what she played, and I'm sitting here just trying to like figure out what I'm gonna play. And, I feel like I did a good job. I kept them entertained. But then it got to a point where I was just like, yo, all right, now about 20, 30 minutes have passed. Like, how long y'all finna have me up here? Because soon it's finna cost y'all. Like, this wasn't playing.
It wasn't playing,
Like, I'm not a UVA student. I'm beyond these years. I'm a DJ in the city.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing this for free. Like and
ain't no pay for pay.
For play, like when
you gonna have to pay. You gonna have to pay.
You gotta
for
pay
display.
me. Like I'm not sitting here doing this for free.
We ain't doing this for free.
It got to a point where I think I even text Wave. I was like, "Yo, can you see how long I'm up here?" And I'm on stage. Like I'm at that point. I'm just like, "Yo, yeah, I'm taking this opportunity, but like I'm also not gonna do this if I'm not getting money
compensated for it." Yeah.
Long story short, I ain't get paid for not a minute on that stage. Past Wave set because Wave looked out for me, but like past Wave set, I didn't get paid $1 for that. But like it being a DJ that I was, I just like took it for the moment. I was like, at the end of the day, like it was an opportunity that like I probably wouldn't not get again. I mean, I could get it again, but like at the time, it's just like, yo, I may never get this again. So like I take it for opportunity, but like. Now,
it's still frustrating though, man. Because you holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
As like a seasoned DJ now, like older and like
when you think about it,
thinking about it and like been through the waves and all that stuff. Like yes, all opportunities are great. I love opportunities, but however, don't take advantage of somebody who's like looking at this like an opportunity.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like, yo, it ain't my fault Trippie Redd. It ain't my fault your main.
And plus I'm holding
it
down.
Like, I'm holding it down for y'all and I'm playing the music to keep the people entertained.
They should have gave you something, bro.
So I'm saying here, like, man, at least give me free admission to the next few concerts or whatever. So yeah, I just sat here. I was just like, it is what it is. But it's also like me now as a DJ looking back at it. Like I should have been. Like I'm not gonna like how much y'all paying.
Exactly.
Like y'all paying because if y'all not paying, y'all out of luck. Y'all gotta figure out some.
Pull all these plugs off.
Like I'm cool. I did what I got paid to do, and that's all. I did my part. Like that's all I was prepared to do.
Yeah.
So but then what's also so crazy is like. At the end of the show, Trippie Redd did come. He performed, he rocked out or whatever. And then I ended up talking to his DJ.
Oh, word.
And chopping it up with some of Trippie Redd's camp.
Networking right there. Yeah.
So Trippie Redd's camp, no, I think Trippie Redd had to fly out to another show or something.
Damn, that same night?
I want to say he left the same night. I don't think he stayed in Charlottesville. But his camp did. And his DJ did. So like we was chopping it up. I had an after party. I feel like it had to be Black Alumni Weekend.
Yeah, it probably was.
It probably was. But I had another, after party that I had to go set up for. And I'm sitting here like, yo, y'all come through and rock, not play with. Like I didn't say, yo, come DJ with me because I was like, I ain't finna, I can't pay you. Trippie Redd.
But come DJ. Check it out though.
But I was like, yo, if y'all staying around for the night, yo, come rock with me and come fuck with the house party. And they was like, all right, cool. So I got their number or whatever. Yeah. And they actually pulled out.
Oh, that's what's up.
And they actually pulled up to the house party. And they vibed out. Trippie Redd's camp was in there. We had a good time. Matter of fact, I might have DJ with Immaculate that night. Yeah. I can't remember. Immaculate, you got
Shouts out to DJ Immaculate, Hurt City.
I think he helped me set up, and then we rocked out a little bit. Because I do remember like stepping off when Trippie Redd's camp got there. And like just to introduce, getting them in there and make sure they was good.
As a good host should.
Yeah, no, what?
Right?
You never know. Again, networking. Networking is like leads you to
thing.
so many opportunities that you just may never get if you don't network. If you don't talk to people. So,
But speaking of that, man, we just shouted out Hurt City, DJ Macklin, for real. But where did the origins of Hurt City come from? Like, let's go back and take it to the beginning, because I know at the beginning of the show we was going to talk about a little bit of the beginning of Hurt City, just to let the people know how this whole thing started. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, might gotta take a shot to that.
Yeah, I know, right? For real.
The origins of Hurt City.
It
really started with a coworker's joke.
Okay.
Shout out to Queen B.
Queen B.
She would come out. Again, we were all young at the time.
Yeah.
Everybody was partying. Thursday night was like Thirsty Thursday.
That's when it started.
Like, when did Thirsty Thursday like really start? Like, who started Thirsty Thursday? But like that was like the wave, and if anybody knows in the Charlottesville area, like UVA Thirsty Thursday, like they go hard. So one of my coworkers would come into work the next day and be like, "Yo, I'm hurt. I'm in Hurt City." Or we'll see each other like after a Friday night, Saturday, trying to go to a UVA football game or something, and be like, "Yo, I'm hurt. I'm in Hurt City right now. I'm hurt." And at the time, I was, getting up there as a DJ. Like, people were starting to know like know my name, and like started booking me for bigger events. And I remember just saying like, "Yo, I'm about to just start saying this."
Yeah.
And I sat here and told my friends, like my close friends, I was like, "Yeah, we're going to Hurt City." And they're like, "What's Hurt City?" I was like, "Well,
about to see."
let's take a couple shots and start this night off, and then we'll see how you feel in the morning. But like the whole Hurt City thing kind of just started off, as an inside joke between me and a couple coworkers. And then, me using my platform as a DJ, I just started saying it in the party scene, just started saying it, and people started to catch on to
like
it.
Catchphrase.
And literally like a catchphrase or literally like a label.
Right.
Yo, this is what I'm in Hurt City. Like, I am hungover this morning. I am in Hurt City. And it started to really catch. And at the time, I was doing a lot of parties at UVA. Yeah. I was doing, I started to get into like the downtown scene, like the Annie Room Rapture area. And those people, like the people that booked me, the people that were in the crowd, I was on Facebook with it, just like saying, "Yo, pull up on me tonight. I'm DJing here. We all going to Hurt City in the morning." And like, people really started to be like, "Yo."
So that was like back then, like the hashtag.
Literally, like the hashtag. Literally the hashtag.
Yeah.
Literally the hashtag. And just like it just skyrocketed after that. Like, I mean, people still say it to this day. Like, and we talk about weed 10, 12 years, 15 years into the saying of Hurt City. And it's just like something that, never would have thought would have like gravitated, taken off like to a level where like
where it is now.
Now we have a team called Hurt City DJs, and like we had a Hurt City street team at one point when we were doing parties at the Jefferson.
Hurt City bartenders.
We had Hurt City bartenders. It's still like the street team's still there, the bartender's still there. At one point we still have Hurt City security. It's just like it's just like we had a whole wave of
whole team, whole family,
whole wave of people that really like was like, "Yo, this is a whole brand. This is so dope." And it all started with an inside joke between, me and some coworkers that one of my coworkers really, just started.
Yeah.
And
that's when we started getting to know each other too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
about that same time.
About that same time. And then, I've seen your vision.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, I want to be a part of that, bro. Like, I see where you want to go with this. How we became like best friends to this day.
Yeah, for sure. And it's so crazy to think about that because like, I was really going off a whim. Yeah. Like I wasn't like, it was no plan. Like I was still trying to figure this DJing stuff out. Like I wasn't sitting here like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit here and, be this DJ. I'm gonna sit here and get in all the venues. I'm gonna sit here and like, take over." Like that wasn't in my mindset. I was just like, "Yo, this Hurt City stuff's taking over. Like what else can I do with it? Like, let me create a team." I rock with the DJs in the city. I had some young DJs that rock with us, and then of course, like you were the first official one that I went to. Yep. It was like, "Yo, bro," really, because I like your vibe. I like your vibe. I like your style DJ. And I was like, "Yo, bro, let's really, start
Team
something,
this thing up, yeah,
and let's start tag teaming parties and become almost like a duo, and we
that's
started
what we hear, dynamic duo,
that
baby.
part, and we really started like at that time, started doing parties together, and killing.
Yeah, man, we've hit some plateaus, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, because of the way the city works. But yeah, Drake night, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Taking it back to pre-COVID a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know, the 106 in Park joint we did too. I'm saying these are the biggest parties, I think, hip hop wise in Charlottesville. We're gonna take that crown.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Those are the two biggest parties, man. We sold out the Jefferson Theater, man. Killed it.
This is R&B.
Yeah. Oh, this is R&B.
This is
R&B.
We did that That's right. We sold out.
Yeah. This is pre-COVID, man.
Sold out the Jefferson.
Out, yeah. Oh, that was post-COVID. That was part 2 because we did the first one at X Park. And
that's right.
And I loved it there because
right.
that was so intimate. You know what I'm saying? That space isn't that big. You know what I'm saying?
We were supposed to be somewhere else. That wasn't supposed to happen.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know what happened.
I can't remember where we were supposed to be at, but that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, so big shout out to X. X saved us a lot.
They really did.
A couple times. And not anything to our faults. Just like things fell through with venues or whatever.
Right.
And they really looked out for us, you know, at that time.
But that was the first one. But it was just, I liked it though because it was just intimate. And it was, you know, we still packed it out.
We still packed it out.
We was at capacity.
We definitely really like hit capacity at a lot of venues.
A lot of venues, bro.
That we played at, and it all starts with me coming to you, be like, yo, let's tag team this. Let's really like rock this joint, see what we could do. Yeah. And then our creative minds, really bounce back ideas. And
I call you the ticket master. You know what I'm saying? I do the promo, the flyers and everything. Yeah. But this man is the one that hits the streets, man.
Man, that's what really made us like a perfect team.
Exactly, bro.
And they even like adding Black Market and Queen into the mix.
Big shout out to Queen.
As hosts.
Black Market.
That really like made like a whole package for us to be able to really like sell the theme that we were really putting out. And it made it easier for me to be able to sell tickets. I was sitting here like, yo, I was on Snapchat doing ticket giveaways.
Yeah. And that's like I said, that was the perfect dynamic duo, man, because we knew our roles. Everybody knew their role in the game. You know what I'm saying? We had our hosts, they knew their role. The bartenders knew their role. You knew your role is what you wanted to do. I knew my role is what I had to do.
Exactly.
And that's what made us so great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you can't beat that. Like nowadays, like I mean, I know like some people just want it for themselves. And want to do it on their own and want to, take all the money or whatever the case may be. It's not like that. It's like, if you want to be successful, sometimes you could do it by yourself. But if you build a team,
I disagree. You need a team, bro.
I mean, you do need a team.
If you want to reach a certain level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to need a team to get to
You're going to need a team,
levels,
but like a team is going to keep you level, keep you grounded.
They really
because
are.
Because like you can really bounce off ideas and see what works and see what doesn't work and really come to a collective agreement of like what would make it like what would make this be the best experience that we could give to the people.
And those are the people that's winning, bro. That's got a good team on them, man. The people behind the scenes, the artist is the front man, even in music in general. You know what I'm saying? You got the artist that's the face of the brand, but that man and woman, they ain't doing it themselves, bro. Right. It's the team, especially at a certain level. Like, like it's everybody involved, bro, behind the scenes that's really making this thing work. Yeah,
and I'm a firm believer on everybody eats.
Everybody eats, bro. And you are, bro. Straight up. Straight up, man.
All eat.
So we're going to get into the segment called Would You Rather, right? All right. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you got to come with the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
All right? The first thing that comes to your mind.
All right.
So, would you rather headline a massive festival with a broken monitor or play at a tiny club with a perfect sound system?
Ooh.
Ain't no you can't say
God, dog.
You gotta answer.
All right. So you said
yeah, I'm gonna repeat it. Headline a massive festival with a broken monitor screen on your computer, right? Or play at a tiny club with a perfect sound system. Which one would you rather do?
It's so crazy.
You can't do that. You gotta answer. Can't do that. You're breaking the rules.
I know I am.
You gotta make a choice. Which one?
All right, I'm gonna say Tiny club.
Gotcha.
Tiny club, perfect sound.
Would you rather take requests all night or never be allowed to take a single request again?
Never be allowed to take a single request again.
Would you rather get booked for the best gig but never be recognized or be famous but only play opening sets?
Be famous and play opening sets.
Would you rather always have to play back-to-back with a DJ you don't vibe with, or never collaborate with anyone ever again?
Yo, what are you doing with these?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, which one, dog? Tick tock, tick tock. You taking too long to answer?
Go back to back with somebody I don't vibe with.
Gotcha.
That's hard.
That's a hard one. Would you rather have every transition be flawless, but the crowd is dead, or have a crowd hype, but every mix is a train wreck?
Transition be flawless.
Got you. Would you rather lose your entire library once a year, or never be able to update your library ever again?
All right, you know what? Never be able to update my library ever again.
Gotcha. And last one, would you rather play sunrise sets, which are opening sets, or only play closing sets for the rest of your career? He's thinking. That's a hard one though.
Yo, I'm gonna say closing sets.
Closing sets
Closing sets
for the rest of your career. Good, man.
for the last hour and play all R&B.
Gotcha. R&B. That's what's up.
Oh
Man.
no, for real. Where'd you come up with? Because there ain't no way. Like
you know, I sit here and research and do things, man, all the time, and always
bro,
thinking outside
those
the box.
really like
Made you think, right?
These questions really made me think.
Yeah.
Like I really like as a DJ, like I'm like, yo,
wait a minute. Yeah. But I want to get even a little deeper.
Yeah,
bro.
no, we're gonna get mad.
So we gotta
because, like
get
it's
deep.
a couple.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, I know we're showing our age again right now. You know what I'm saying? But
We old.
back in the 90s, 2000s, you know, quote unquote, like we used to have like preteen artists, you know, teenage artists that really made music for us. You know what I'm saying? Even though there was some, you know, like we had, you know, Monica, Brandy. I didn't personally, I had Monica in the 90s, Brandy, Usher, you know what I'm saying? We had hip hop groups like Another Bad Creation, you know what I'm saying? Crisscross. Then in the 2000s, which is more your area, you know, we had Chris Brown, Bow Wow. We talked about Bow Wow earlier, you know what I'm saying? We had Soulja Boy, Big Lil Mama, you know what I'm saying?
We had groups.
Yeah, we had groups. But we don't have that anymore. So I just wanted to get your opinion on why do you feel that we don't have that same type of vibe for art? Being parents.
Two words.
Being parents, you know what I'm saying?
2 words. And I want y'all to hear this loud and clear.
I said 2 words.
Social media.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Yeah,
because
you're
it's like, you know, everybody wants to be famous now.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody wants it to be quick.
Right.
And nobody wants to put the work in to get to that point. And then the people that put the work in to get to that point are the ones that really don't get famous or recognized because they sit here and like nowadays it's just like usually a couple clicks.
Right.
You put out some hot, you can pay an influencer now to sit here that has a whole bunch of followers to play your song while they putting makeup on. And now your song is being heard by a whole bunch of people and everybody's like, oh, what's that song?
Yeah.
And then now it's like, oh, we're gonna make a dance to this song. And now your song is blowing up. So I feel like now like social media plays a huge role in that because back then we didn't have social media.
Yeah. In your opinion, you know, what do you define as a real DJ? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's one of the things, the stigmas that we deal with as DJs. You know, people say, "Oh man, you're not manually transitioning. You're not doing." You're not playing vinyl anymore. You're not a real DJ. You're using your laptop. You know, you're using the sync button. You're doing this and that. But what is, in your definition of real DJ, what do you consider a real quote unquote DJ, bro?
Nowadays, a real DJ is like somebody who can read the crowd.
Yeah.
Read the crowd is like
Totally
number
agree
one.
on
If
that
you
one.
can't read the crowd and you're just playing for yourself or playing songs that you think will work,
It's not gonna work.
it's not for you. Somebody who takes pride in their craft and making sure their transitions are clean.
Definitely.
Because I've heard
Train wrecks.
Yeah.
Train wrecks. And we as DJs, you know, we go support and we love to see other DJs, but it's a gift and a curse because we're so critical.
Man, I can't go out and enjoy myself anymore because like I do find myself like critiquing the DJ. Like it could be great critique. It could be like, I don't know if I would have did that. But again, reading and knowing your crowd. So that's I think that's what makes a good DJ now.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe it.
So we'll go to this because I know you want to touch on this earlier. What are some of the most annoying things that clubbers do when you are on stage performing, trying to give the crowd your best, but you have these annoying people that always come up to you?
God. Can we take a shot before I sit here? Because I'm about to go.
Man, he's about to go in on these people.
DJ pet peeves.
Yeah, DJ pet peeves. Real talk.
Pet
it's about to be real DJs, DJ pet peeves, and we're about to get into it. So, I'm gonna let you. I know he wanted to get into it and tell the people what you hate the most that they do.
Oh man!
When you are trying to get. Yeah, he about to go in on y'all real quick. So I'm gonna let him do what he do because he about to tell y'all that he don't play when y'all come up here and bother him on his daggone set. He don't like that.
Listen, yo. I'm gonna look in both cameras.
Yes, sir.
I might say it twice too. You switched over to me? Perfect.
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve is when people try to hold conversations with me while I am DJing or mixing.
That's the worst.
People who come up on stage, I am perfectly fine. You come up and give me a quick dap.
Yeah.
Show love. You know, I see you in the club. Hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, cool,
what's up,
cool.
Dub?
But then you stay up there and you see I'm DJing. And you're in my ear and I gotta do one of these.
Huh? What is it?
What'd you say?
You messing the vibe.
Hey, hold on one second.
Yep. He wanna hit you with the Michael Jackson. Don't just leave me alone.
but like that, and I know I speak to a lot of DJs that I hope it bothers a lot. It bothers.
Yes,
it bothers
me too, man. I appreciate it. You know,
and that's also why like I started to get into dual DJing.
Yeah.
Like getting another
so you can
DJ,
take that
so
break.
I can take that break.
Right,
so like,
right.
And like I will like typically hop off the stage like when I do my break and I'll walk around the crowd because I'm also like trying to feel energy, feel vibes, see who's in the crowd and see like like how the flow of the night's gonna go.
Right.
But like that's your opportunity to talk.
That's when we can talk. That's when we can discuss.
If you don't see me DJing, that's your opportunity to talk to me. Mm-hmm. Other than that, please
leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I can't stand when people try to talk business with me while I'm DJing another event.
Yeah.
Or if I'm, a little lit, even out, like not even DJing. If I'm lit, don't talk business.
Right. It's the wrong time.
Especially
if I'm drinking
anytime,
as well too.
That's
not the time. That's not the time.
Like it's like
the time.
I feel like me as a DJ, I know my business hours are really like 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Or 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. That's typically my business hours.
Yeah.
But like that's not business hours for me to have a conversation with you about an event. Like, yo, cool. If you want to sit here and say like, yo, I got an idea for the event. Can I get your number? Can I hit your Instagram? Can I hit you later about it? I'm going to tell you, hell yeah. Like, yo, hit me later, hit me tomorrow. Because 9 times out of 10, if you start pitching your idea or event to me, I'm really going to tell you, all right, bet, send me all details tomorrow.
Right.
Like, hit me later with it. Like, all right, cool.
Let's talk about it then.
Like let's talk about it in the morning. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, don't hit me with ideas and pitches or what you want to do, like, while I'm DJing, while I'm at work. Because, like...
Do you see what he said there? While I'm at work.
Like, it's just
I think people don't understand that DJing is a job. We're working.
And I take it seriously. I do. Like, I'm like, I will ignore you.
Yeah.
Like, I will like not look at you and
unapologetically,
will like not look at you and continue to do the mix that I'm doing. And then after I do the mix, I'll look at you and be like, oh, okay, you still talking? You wasn't done? All right,
my bad.
All right, so
I'm sorry.
All right, cool. You got about 30 more seconds before I change the song. But it's also, like, that's like, don't talk to me. Don't pitch a business idea with me. Requests.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing, brother. Let's talk about it.
Requests. All right.
I know you wanted to touch. I know you wanted to touch on it. And then get it out there, W.
Man. All right, so requests. Like I'm fine with requests. Like even though my answer was like to never take a request again.
Because even on the Chris Newman show, I was telling him when he interviewed me, I was telling him that early on, that's how I built my library. Because I was like, oh, that worked. I'm gonna add that. Oh, I didn't know that song. Thank you very much. We want to make this. Oh, that
my
worked.
guy.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
my library built now.
Yeah.
I don't need your requests.
Exactly. I don't need nothing.
I don't need your requests no more.
I'm good.
I don't care what new song just came out 2 days ago.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro.
God, yo, I literally. Oh, I got a story. Go ahead.
It's like, why?
Why?
It came out 2 days ago. You might like it, but dude, these people don't even know.
It ain't even hit the record pool yet.
You go ahead, bro.
Man, I did. I mean, I really get that mainly from like the youth, like when I do community events, school events or whatever. And they say here like, "Yo, you hear this new song? Blah 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 blah. Can you play it?"
Yeah.
And I was saying here like, "Yo, one we at school function, one we." I don't even know if I can get a clean version of it. I can't even get a clean version of this song. And like that's always my response to the youth. I'm like, yo, if I can get a clean version, I got you. But then I play the clean version. It's like, get it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's horrible. Yeah. It's horrible. Yeah.
And it's just like so bad. Anyways, but requests. I'm all for like taking requests. At weddings is a little bit different because I sit here and I work with the clients. I do whatever the clients tell me to do.
And
if they sit here and say like, yes, you could take requests, like I tell them like I have no problem saying no to requests. But if like a request comes up, like even if the bride and groom doesn't want a request, I'm gonna hear the person out just to make them feel heard. Right. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I'm not gonna take no request from you.
Especially if it fits the vibe too.
If it fits the vibe, and that's what I'm getting at. So like if it fits the vibe, if your request fits the vibe, then cool. I'm gonna throw it in there.
We can do that.
So bring that to the club. Like if your request doesn't fit the vibe of what I'm playing,
sorry,
or what this crowd is like, I ain't got nothing for you.
Can't do it.
I ain't got nothing for you.
Because it could be way left field. Like it could be
way left field.
What are we talking about? Why do you even want to hear that right now? You're being selfish.
And it's just like you want to hear it. And I sit here and like I've caught myself doing it a couple times. I typically do it in like the early hours or like the midway hours or whatever when it's like kind of packed. You know, somebody come up with a crazy request. I'm be like, yo, all right, if I play this song, your ass better be on this dance floor. You know, dancing and singing your ass off because I play this song for you.
And they gonna know it's for you.
And they gonna know it's for you.
They gonna know it's for you.
I've sat here, like, I know I don't talk much on the mic, but like if somebody comes up with a request, like I don't know, or like it's a song I'm like, yo, does it fit this vibe? Yeah. Cool. I've done it, I'm gonna drop it. Yeah. Boom. And then I'll say it'd be like, hey yo, where the person that just requested this song?
Yep. Call them out.
Hey yo, this your song. I'm playing your song. Why'd you want to dance for it? And then they say him, oh no.
When they realize it ain't work.
Like it ain't work. And then now you making me look stupid.
Yeah.
Like
we ain't playing that. We ain't gonna do that over here.
Like, and that's the thing. That's the thing that like people don't like. People don't understand about requests. Like us as DJs, we're professionals. Yeah. So we sit here. We know
especially
what to play.
City DJs.
Yeah, for sure. We know what to play. We know like how to build the night. One thing about requests that I also don't like is like, why do you want the hit song?
Right.
Party starts at 10, ends at 2.
Right.
And you want the hit song
early
at 10:45, 11 o'clock. Yes, you and your homegirls came in here early and y'all enjoying yourselves. Why do you want to hear the most popping song?
Not right now, bro.
Like right now. Like that don't make no sense. Like I'm not like
I to their defense, they don't know the rules. And I'm be honest, a lot of DJs don't know the rules.
They don't either.
For real. Like it's a you know, you gotta build the crowd up, build the night up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things I would tell the new DJs. There's a structure to DJing, you know what I'm saying? Even opening DJs,
right?
Club DJs, like your opener, even if you're doing it by yourself.
The quicker you learn that, the better DJ you will be.
Yeah. For real. Let the people go to the bar.
Right.
Let the people get some drinks in
and I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. There are like lull times to where like you may have played like 4, 5, 6, 7 like hype energy songs in a row, and you need to bring it down for a second. You could bring it down for 2 or 3 songs.
It's like a roller coaster, bro.
That gives people an opportunity. Like don't like do it in a smooth way. Like don't just sit here and go like finito to when I see you by, you know.
Right.
Like don't sit here and go wild.
Like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
That's totally
but like do it in a smooth way to where you like are starting to bring them down.
Yeah.
And like letting people really like, all right, this is the time, you know, may not be dancing on the dance floor a whole lot, or the energy may not be as high. Let me go get a drink for the bar. Let me go use the bathroom. people still like take smoke breaks or whatever.
Structure, man.
It's a structure of like how to really build the room, read the crowd, bring them up, bring them down, bring them back up. Yep. And keep that energy at like a roller coaster to where like
that's what I call it. I call it a roller coaster
to the point where they don't want to leave because they don't want to miss a hot song.
Because can we be honest, people get tired, bro. Like they don't want to be just.
It was so funny.
This is not a rave. Like
you know what's so crazy? Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
I did a event. It was probably about maybe 8 years ago. I think I want to say it was like an Upper Bound reunion or something. Yeah. I did some kind of event, and like I was a young DJ, and I thought like, granted, like I had the concept down, but like I was so like stuck in a way to where I was like just playing like twerk song after twerk song after twerk song after twerk song, and I had a female come up to me and be like, "Hey, yo, I love all the songs you playing, but however." My legs, I need a break. Can you stop for a second?
Real quick, baby,
like, I just need a little break. I was just like, yo. And that actually like that one moment. It taught me like, oh, yo, I can't just keep on going back to 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 back and think that people are gonna keep up. Like that's not realistic.
No.
That's like running a marathon. Like if you're not in shape for it, like you're not gonna make it.
Exactly.
So like we're taking requests. It's like I will take your request. I will hear you. Yeah. But does that mean that I will play it?
No.
It's 50-50.
It might be 50-50. Because if it works.
Yes. If it works,
that's what it boils down to. If it works. If I can get it down to.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Let's talk about it.
Bro, BPMs. Oh man, this isn't live. I wish this was live and I could sit here and actually chat like we did in the days of the chat. Chat. What is a BPM?
Facts, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, no, BPM, like people don't understand, like songs have BPMs. Like a lot of people don't understand unless you were like in band, chorus, whatever.
Right.
Songs,
no music theory.
Like no music theory. So like BPMs are like beats per minute. So like every song has a beat per minute. So like certain songs are like higher BPMs than others. And us as DJs have to blend, like if we're blending songs, like we're blending DJs, like we both said.
Yeah.
You know, so we really take the science of like we're trying to match those BPMs to make the transition sound smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sit here and you come with a song, let's say we're in the hundreds BPM, let's say we're playing
Dunk. Let's do
Dunk.
it. It's popular, excuse me.
Dunk.
Let's say that.
Let's say we're playing Dunk by Soulja Boy. That's a 92 BPM. But typically we speed it up to make it like a 96 BPM. But then you come and you want to hear Glorilla.
No, let's say Future, bro.
Future, Stick Talk. Stick Talk's like 70, 80.
Yeah, but I want to say March Madness.
Oh, March. Oh, all right. No. Let's go March Madness. March Madness is a 60. That's like 65 BPM.
65, yeah.
So to sit here and go from a 92 BPM song and a 65 BPM song is
science.
Like it's impossible.
It's math and science right here.
And it's just like you can't. That's not going to sound good at all.
Sound good at all, bro.
And even like you could drop it on the one. If you're a talking DJ and you could talk that shit and then transition it smoothly, but like trying to blend that's not happening. It's
not happening, bro.
So us as DJs, if you sit here and say like, yo, I want to hear March Madness, it might fit the vibe of the party, be like, all right, bet. Give me a few songs.
Let me get to it.
Give me a few songs because I gotta sit here and bring it down, or I gotta bring it up to the to the 130s. Mm-hmm. So it's just like I gotta figure out like, all right, is it gonna be
or even let's say something like a Boots on the Ground song, right? That's like 111.
That's 111, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just like,
So how can I bring a Glorilla, you know what I'm saying, TGIF or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to a Boots on the Ground? Like,
I
know you want to hear it. I know that's the hottest song. I got you, but
like
give me a second.
and some songs like need building up to.
Exactly.
Like you can't just drop them songs on the one.
Yeah. And again, like you stated earlier, gotta fit the vibe. How I'm gonna go to Southern Soul right after I play some trap shit? Like that don't even make sense, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Let me get into it, bro. Let me build this joint up. Like, come on, let's be real, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's the hard part. I mean, like we're taking requests, and it's just like we try to be accommodating DJs because I want to be approachable. I want you to feel comfortable coming up to me and making our song request to fit your vibe. But like sometimes it's like your requests are allergic. Oh my God! I just thought about this. You know what?
He got him started.
Might need another shot.
He got him started.
You know what really like the trend?
My gears.
You know what trend really pisses me off?
What is the trend?
I cannot stand it to the fullest.
He pulling out the phone. Oh no,
bro! I cannot.
God. The Bad Bunny trend. That's what I call it.
The Bad Bunny trend.
That's what I call it.
I can't.
I call it the Bad Bunny
that,
trend.
bro. I'll cut the music. And be like, hey yo,
such and such want to
hear Bad Bunny. Make some noise if you want to hear Bad Bunny.
They be like, oh. Again, it depends on the crowd. Not the disrespecting Bad Bunny.
Yeah, no.
We play Bad Bunny.
Don't get it twisted.
We play Bad Bunny.
I love Bad Bunny.
We play him all the time. Don't get me wrong.
Bad Bunny is a Drake,
exactly,
of
the Latin
music.
Yeah, straight up.
He is by far the Drake of Latin.
No disrespect,
music.
but like I said, it gotta fit the vibe.
But like, it ain't no, and that's what
real.
That's literally every TikTok trend that you see, like of DJs that like do the videos of like, I hate when people do this. It's always for some Bad Bunny song, but like that, put it on the forehead or typing it out and put it. Don't do that. Don't put nothing in my face.
No sir.
Don't put nothing in my face. I don't care what you want.
That's how you don't get your song played, bruh. Like that's how you're not gonna get it played, baby.
Look, I lie. I'll sit here and be like, yeah, I got you, bro. You'll never hear that song.
Nah, you won't hear it. You won't hear it. I know we talked about that, man, but we're gonna get into the next subject, man. Because can I share a story real quick if you don't mind? I just did Any Given Sundays. Shout out to 89. Shout out to 89 events, man. For real. Shout out to y'all.
I wasn't there, but like that.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was dope,
man. It was so dope. But I'm networking, you know what I'm saying, with DJs. They was like, yeah, yo, where you from, Flat? Like, where you from? I'm like, yeah, I'm from Charlottesville, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Seville. They was like, oh, ain't that a retirement city? I said, God damn.
Ain't no way.
Ain't
no way.
They said, ain't that a retirement city?
They ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie.
And us being old school, bro, like, I don't want to cry right now. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
but they not lying.
But they was like, yo, ain't that a retirement town? Like, yo, I'm like, I couldn't know how to answer, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm old school.
It's a college town and a retirement town. Ain't nothing in the middle.
But I just never looked at it like that. And, it kind of just rubbed me the wrong way because we come from pre-COVID era, you know what I'm saying? Where Charlottesville was popping. And I remember as a teen going to Katie's on teen night on Wednesdays. And we had tracks. Like, it was so many, quote unquote, maybe not big clubs, but it was places where we can go and have a good time out in the city. And now it's not that, we don't have that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And, big shouts out to Made Cali because y'all are really, Big John, man, y'all are really giving us a platform to showcase our skills, even give out a shout out to Bolero because y'all are inviting us as DJs to come out and showcase our skills because we don't have anywhere to go, especially as hip hop DJs and R&B DJs. We don't have anywhere out.
Oh man, we gotta touch on the scene
a
little bit.
That's what I'm getting into. This is my segue to you. Like, do you feel? And I'm just gonna even backtrack a little bit, man. Like Charlottesville used to be a musical city
pre-COVID,
but even beyond that, like Dave Matthews came from Charlottesville. This used to be a town where bands even. Let's talk about the Southern. Like this is where bands were really created. Where this was a musical city. But now let's fast forward to 2025, post-COVID. Like, do you feel like Charlottesville is still a place where DJs and bands can thrive anymore? Like,
it's because venues aren't like around like that anymore. For us to really like showcase our talents, or they've gone away from live entertainment.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It used to be that type of city.
It did. I don't
get the retirement. Like, Charlottesville used to thrive on entertainment, bro.
On entertainment. When you walk on the downtown
mall, bro.
I mean, I'm sure earlier, but like between 2015 and 2019, every bar has some form of live entertainment.
Yeah, it's music,
especially on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And to think about like how that has changed so much in the last 5 years to where it's like really not.
Yeah. It's quiet.
It's quiet. It's like literally took the words right out of my mouth. It's quiet. And it's just like, it's like on a random whim, on a random night. It's like, oh yeah, this place has a band, or oh yeah, this place only does DJs on on Saturday nights. You know, it's really not much out here anymore. What are you attested to? A couple different factors. You get attested to like crackdowns on regulations by organizations.
Right.
You can attest it to, you know, reactions to how people act in certain venues.
Right.
You can't even really say you can attest it to the quality of the performers and the music, because there's always quality music out here in Charlottesville, quality DJs out here. It's so hard to like pinpoint like why like Charlottesville doesn't have the scene that it used to be. Right. But like even with us as DJs, like I can really only speak on us as DJs. I feel like the venues have shied away from certain DJs because of, you know, the potential risk of something happening at their venue, and then certain organizations come down on them more heavily because, you know, of that DJ or of that situation. And
because I never want to say it's the DJ. I never want to say that.
It's never the DJ. I'm actually glad we're talking,
because it never boils down. Let's be honest with it. It's that though. Let's be honest. It's alcohol,
it's
right?
straight liquor that
people can't handle
makes,
that. Yeah,
that causes a situation. But at the
but
end
is
of the
that
day,
fair to us though?
It's
like, is that
100%
fair?
is not. Like, oh, I'm glad we are going to go
let's be
deep.
honest, bro.
Because like, you know, I say certain organizations.
We're not the only town that deals with that, right?
Yeah, no. It's a lot of.
You just came from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have a multitude of issues when it comes to alcohol and patrons come to, you know, clubs and fights and all these things.
People getting kicked out.
Why in Charlottesville are we having such an issue, and why can't these club owners or these I don't want to say promoters, but these owners of these establishments say, you know what, we get it.
I feel like Charlottesville is such a prestigious town,
right?
And that they have to uphold their
certain
standards.
Status.
They have to uphold their standards of like their prestigiousness based off of like
UVA.
You know, they have a college town that attracts a lot of money.
Yeah.
They don't want to be in the news every day off of something stupid happening.
Right.
But something stupid happening isn't because the DJs
it's not our fault.
Music in the club.
Right.
It's because people can't control, you know, the liquor or whatever substance they do. And they, as the young people say, they decide to crash out at the wrong time.
Yep.
With that being said, it's just like with us as DJs, and I know me and you've had a lot of conversations off camera about this, but it's just like, it's so hard because when situations do happen like that, especially at new clubs we'll DJ at, or really any venue we DJ'd at, if something happens, we are the first ones to be blamed. Like, it's not, you know, not saying that, you know, this should be the blame, but it's not the bartender serving the drinks. It's not the security guards that let them in. It's the DJs that played the music.
Yeah.
That
allegedly led to this whole situation that's going
crazy
down.
Story.
That may have happened 2 blocks up
that may have happened 2 blocks,
and
then they decided to come in here and then brought it here, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Crazy story. I was playing. I'm not gonna name any venues in this podcast, but I was playing at a venue and you know, it's towards the end of the night, and this is when Beyonce's "Before I Let Go," like her remix came out. And I was playing it, mind you. It was, and then I'm playing R&B. The night went so smooth. It was great. Everybody had a good time playing.
But you followed the DJ structure, and you was like, "I'm gonna bring them down."
Bring them down towards the end of the night, mind you. It was like, it had to be like 1:15, 1:30, and I think they wanted me to cut the music at 1:30, 1:40.
Right.
So I'm right there. I'm playing the Beyonce "Before I Let Go," and when she said, and step on them, step on them, step on them, step. Somebody was literally getting
stepped on,
stomped.
Damn. Oh, they took it literally.
Literally. And they literally like ended up, you know, telling me to cut the music.
Yeah.
And the fight ended up happening outside. Somebody got stabbed.
Damn.
So it's just like, I got blamed for that, for like the music I'm playing. And it's like, you know,
are you serious, bro?
I won't say I got blamed directly, but like it's always going to be the music that was being played.
That's wild, bro.
We've
just because you said step on them don't mean it literally, bro.
We've DJ'd a party where we were playing R&B music and they got
plenty
to fight.
of times. Oh, yeah.
And they got to fight.
I ain't gonna mention the venue either, but
we are not apparently right now not allowed to play that venue.
Not allowed to come back no more just because of that.
Because of that, and it wasn't we played R&B music all
night. That was a theme.
That was a separate situation that just happened on the dance floor. Instead of just removing the people who were involved, like
they banned the DJs,
shut the party down, banned the DJs, and now we don't get to sit here and play at one of our favorite venues.
It's sad.
So saying that to say is just like also looking at on the other side, people don't realize what their actions do and how many people it affects.
Because let's be honest, it's affected us in the city as entertaining.
As entertainers.
Let's be real. And all this violence that's happening in the city, this is why we don't have anything.
I've seen venues shut down or stop having DJ nights or whatever because of situations like that. But they don't understand like their actions in a party will sit here and not like it affects the DJs because we have nowhere to perform. Yeah. It affects the bouncer, who is sitting here checking IDs and getting paid, as well. Yeah. It affects the bartenders because of the business that comes in and they're serving drinks and all that.
That alcohol is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But what's so crazy? A lot of venues now is like, is this alcohol money
worth it?
Yeah. It's hard as entertainers, like even in the Charlottesville scene, like we've lost a lot of venues because people don't know how to act.
Yeah.
And I hate to bring it like that, but like that's a real like concept of it. That's a real reality of like people don't know how to act.
And that's why we don't have
what we used to have.
Yeah.
And we used to have
we used to have it. This used to jump.
A lot of venues to where like it was options. So now when it's limited to like one, maybe two options, or you have to travel 25, 30 minutes, an hour and a half to really have a good time. Now you start to appreciate what you had in Charlottesville so that you ain't have to travel as far or it's not always the same spot every single weekend or every Friday. It's not that.
I get it, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the supporters. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, but we do understand that y'all probably get tired of coming out and seeing the same stuff every freaking weekend. Like,
and also,
like, oh my God. So it's even more so to say thank you. Like, for real. Thank each and every one of y'all to come out and support Hair City.
Man, what?
For real. It means so much. It really does. Because I get it. It's the same thing every weekend. But this is all we got. Like this is all we have out here.
And I will say it has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
It has gotten a lot better.
It's getting there. Yeah.
It has.
It's getting there.
Because people really like are starting to really, I mean, I guess we're getting older. I guess like the crowd that we had like 10 years ago.
They're getting older too.
Yeah, it's now older
home,
crowd.
they got kids.
And like, they got to go home safely too.
Yeah.
But like even me, I'm sitting here like, like for me to do a club event, I'm like, I got 2 daughters now. Like,
so you think about it even more now too. Like, should I even do this?
I gotta make sure like I gotta get home safe. You know, and typically like I'm at the club an hour after just to make sure that everybody else is gone. I mean, I know what you even packing up. You're at the club an hour and a half afterwards.
2 hours later, yo. That's nothing people forget too.
Yeah, that part too. Yeah. But it's just like, thinking about like the safety of others too. Right. Not even just me, just like the safety of everyone else. Like your reckless actions could get somebody else who's just an innocent bystander hurt. And it's just like nobody wants that. Yeah. Nobody wants that because of liquor or whatever substance or whatever, so
Julio.
So like just thinking about that, it's just like Charlottesville, was at one point like one of the staples of like downtown was like
the music scene was it.
The music scene was it. The corner was like that. I mean, we too old to go to the corner now, but like but like it was like that. So you had different options to go to, but now it's just like a select few options, but luckily those select few options
thank you for those options, for real.
Allowing us to really come in and be able to do that. And that's why I'm so happy.
Right.
Like now that we build this team of DJs to where it's just like, cool, you could be at Bolero on Friday night. I'm gonna be at Manhattan Cali.
Yeah.
We got Milk and Honey on Saturday and Sundays, and like it's a rotation DJing to where DJs are really sitting here like, I'm really, I'm able to show off my craft.
And again,
have
just
a good
like
time.
I said from the beginning, this guy behind the scenes handles all that. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy negotiates a lot of the business that we do get as DJs and the team, man. Shout out to you, DJ W.
I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to win. It's a lot of money to be made out here. And like I can't be like, I mean, I sat here like when I'm sitting here talking to, all these venues, I'm like, all right, well, I can't do all this by myself. Like, I mean, like I said, I got 2 kids. I got a girlfriend at home that I got to go home to. So, I got to make sure I make time for them. But it's also like, I have a team of DJs that like I've grown with, that I trust, that like I know can, keep the vibe that's supposed to be kept at whatever venue we're at. So it's like, it's nothing for me to be like, yo, you want this? You want this tonight?
Yep.
Oh, I got this opening. You want this opening? You want this opening?
But shout out to you though, because I can only imagine the stress behind it, bro. Like,
oh man,
you got a lot of stress because you got to organize now. You know what I'm saying? I know this was your end goal. You know what I'm saying? To get to this point. But Jesus, bro, like I know it's a lot of stress to be able to. It
gets to be headaches sometimes. Because not only like do I realize like, yo, I have my own life. I can't be everywhere at the same time. Like all the other DJs I sit here and book, like they have their own lives.
Right.
So it's just like they gotta sit here and be with their families or whatever. I can't sit here and overwork them.
Right.
So it's also like, with the it's not too much stress because there's always somebody I can, try to find to fill a void. And then also like I find gratitude in it being an opportunity for a young DJ to come up too. So not just like, us as veterans or like the regulars or whatever, always doing the events. It gives the opportunity for some of the younger DJs or some of the newer DJs to have a platform to play at a venue or maybe, travel
out there.
Travel, an hour from Richmond, Lynchburg or Coleman or whatever to be able to play in a different city. Because when I was coming up, Golden Boy looked out for me in Richmond, not Richmond, sorry, in Harrisonburg, and Hypes looked out for me in Waynesboro, Richmond, and Fayli too. I connected with a lot of different DJs that sat here and got me in different venues, and I was traveling. Shout out to Purple Haze and Showtime and all them down there in Lynchburg.
Y'all doing it big out there in Lynchburg.
For sure. We see y'all.
Damn, y'all doing it big. Lynchburg killing it right now.
We see y'all, but I it's just connected with those DJs and those DJs are on the same like
DJ Noise. Shout out to you too as well, bro. For real.
Same wave as we are up here of like, yo, it's a lot of events.
Yeah.
Everybody can eat.
Everybody can. And that's one thing I do love about this community is DJs. I remember Chef G talking to me one day at Milk and Honey, matter of fact. And he was just like, yo, bro, I wish us rappers could be like y'all, bro. Because all y'all are not competing, bro. Like all y'all out here getting it and working together. I wish us as local rappers could do the same thing as y'all. And I appreciate it because I'm like, yo, that's what it is, bro. Like there's no love lost when it comes to DJing and shit, bro.
At all, bro.
I mean, and y'all might think it is, but it ain't, bro. Like, we really want to see everybody win.
And what's so funny? Like, I mean, I know I reach out to you, like, if we have a conflicting night, but, like, we also don't like to compete.
We don't.
Like, if we sit here and, like, have, there's a big party in Charlottesville, we try not to compete.
Because Charlottesville is not that big of a city.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not trying to split people. I remember this whole conversation in like 2018, 2019, when Charlottesville had like the big popping vibes. Like, we don't want to split people. We're not trying to split. I think it was like Eminem Lounge and Annie Room. Like, we wasn't trying to split people. Like, it's no point. So it's just like, we always try to look out for those conflicts as well, but also realize now that different venues have different vibes.
Right.
So like even with me booking, Mexicali and Bolero both on Friday nights.
Right.
Bolero has a completely different vibe than
completely different scene.
Completely different scene.
That's where families come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mexicali has, and Mexicali's like you want to go to the club. You got your kids this weekend, whatever. So
exactly.
So like, looking at it like that, it's just like, we always try to work together. We always try to look out for each other. And like, that's something that like, you don't see a lot of people do, especially like even in bigger cities. Like, bigger cities, a lot of DJs are territorial.
Very
territorial. You can't get into
That's one thing about us, like I've said, in this area, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy that we don't beef. We don't have any issues with one another, bro. It's nothing but love between us.
It's cool.
DJs,
we've clashed on nights. We've made it work. We've you know, it's something that like needs to be a whole movie and a whole story about. I think
facts, bro. Facts.
I feel like it would be a great like storyline of how this like
we
all
may need
built up.
we may need to do that.
We need Boo AG. We gonna come to you.
We hollering at you, Boo.
Like,
for real. Oh, but to get into that, man, like I know you touched on earlier about, you know what I'm saying, you in the club and what you worked for and what you had to work for, you know what I'm saying? But how do you negotiate your rates currently? You know, I know sometimes, and even in bigger cities like Atlanta, I notice they struggling down there when it comes to DJs and clubs and negotiating rates because the promoter want to say, hey man, I'll give you $200 in a bottle, and they're like, man, I don't want that bottle. I don't need that. Like, yo, I need my money.
I gotta pay
my
bills,
coins, bro. And even you early on in your career, you said, hey, I took $30 in a hookah,
and a hookah,
which I'm like, that. I'm still right now. I'm like, good God, bro. I don't know. That's ridiculous. But I know you had to get your footing in. But it's like, ooh, Jesus, W, what the hell was you thinking? But anyways. Now that you are seasoned and that you're, you've got your foot in the door, you're good now, your name is buzzing. Like, how do you negotiate your rates now, bro?
Well, I mean, you want me to tell my rate now?
You ain't got to put your prices out here, but you ain't got to do that. This is how you negotiate, man. Like, how do you talk to the people and say, I'm worthy of this, man. I'm worthy of what I want.
It's always about it's always about specific events.
Right.
Because weddings, I'm definitely charging more than I'm charging for a regular event. Yeah, special event takes a lot of work. A lot of pre-planning, a lot of equipment that needs to be brought, and, typically booking all day. So it's just like, those prices are a little bit different.
But I always say with weddings, it starts like at 10 a.m., bro.
Yeah.
Like, even though I ain't gonna be there till about 1 or 2, like
to pack up the car, make sure all the music's downloaded.
I know you're just like me. When I'm in the car, and I'm like, did I remember? Oh God.
I have.
Did I bring my laptop charger? Did I bring my?
I have forgotten stuff. Shout out to Immaculate real quick.
Hell
Immaculate
has
saved me a couple times.
The day. He saved me.
I left the light stand in the garage, bro.
Big shouts out to
pay you to bring it to me.
Yeah,
and
he's on it, bro.
Bring it to me.
He saved me so many times. I ain't even gonna lie.
But yeah. So, definitely weddings are different prices. But when it comes to like regular events, I charge an hourly rate. And like I really try to stick to my hourly rate. I do work with people though. Like I'm not, I never want to hit somebody in the head to where it's just like I'm way out your budget, or like I don't want to turn people down, because sometimes I look at it as, if I don't take this gig, I'm not gonna make no money.
Right.
I could take this gig. Like it's ultimately like, do I really want to do it for this price?
Right.
But I try to work with people, especially when it comes to community events. Like I try to look out for people for community events. But how I negotiate and sell myself is like you're getting a high quality DJ.
Right.
Like I'm gonna read the crowd, read the room. I'm gonna play to your event's liking, and we're gonna have a good time.
Right.
Like we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. If it's a private event, I'm gonna sit here and try to what does your people want to hear? What do you want to hear? What's your family want to hear? What do the kids want to hear? I'm trying to do stuff like that. But I also work with people in their budgets. But another pet peeve. Yeah. Let's go to a pet peeve.
Bring it in there, baby.
What I don't like though is when people will try to go through other people because they feel like they're gonna get a better price going through other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to realize that post-COVID, when I would get hit up by, friends of mine who are like, yo, my cousin, my people sold at an event, they want a DJ, yo, how much you gonna charge them? And, I hit them with my price or whatever, but then like at the beginning, I'm hitting them with the price that I would hit the person that's hit me up with.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like they're going through that person because they know that they're going to get a better price.
Right.
Again, taking my L's, learning the game. I don't do that no more. Like my price is not, like now my price is my price. Mm-hmm. Like if you can't afford it, cool, we can talk about it. I have like a lowest amount that I'll go, that I won't go any lower. And if you can't meet that like lowest price, then I can't, like, I'm sorry, I'm the wrong DJ. Like I might can refer you to somebody who might do it, or let me see if somebody in my team is free to do it for that price. But other than that, like I'm not.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like Now it's more about my time.
Right. It definitely at this
So
point.
like I negotiate my price based off of my time. Like I am, again, got 2 kids and a family back at home. Like I got to spend time with them. So you got to make it worth my time to come out to DJ your event and take this time that I have that could have been with my family. So that's also comes into the negotiation of price. Like it's got to be worth my time now.
To end it off, man, we always want to do this on the Wattz Effect. We want to say, give flowers to DJs that's influenced you and have made you who you are, brother.
I've really like had, the opportunity to meet a lot of DJs and had the opportunity of like to vibe with a lot of DJs, play with a lot of DJs, and like each DJ that I've worked with has had like a different, touch on my role in my DJ career and all that stuff. Definitely like DJ Royalty, my cousin, because he was the one that really got me started. I shouldn't say got me started, but like I looked up to him to be that person. So for sure, him. Be Easy for giving my first gig. Because without him, like I wouldn't have started anywhere in the club scene. Right. You for sure. Definitely got to give you your flowers because like when we met, like. And like I asked those questions about like how did you do that? How did you do that? And you gave me that knowledge. Like I really that took me to a whole different level. And then being able to tag team with you and be that dynamic duo of parties that really like built the relationship that one we have, then two like built the foundation of the Her City DJs. So definitely gotta give you your flowers for that. Give the flowers to all the Her City DJs.
Yes, sir.
Because, everything I, always say, everything's a team effort.
Definitely.
And, it's so dope to be able to see like the growth of a lot of DJs that, may have started after us or that been in the game and like are getting a lot of gigs and like, or even evolving to like now doing weddings, corporate events, college basketball games, high school basketball games, soccer games. So like, shout out to all of Her City DJs. I'm trying to name Immaculate, Runway, Tova, Golden Boy, Swirl Out,
JJ.
JJ, go get a Untouchable SG.
Untouchable, SG.
SG is an old school. One of the first ones. Damn. I know I forgot Blade.
Blade,
gotta get it.
Can't forget about Blade, brother.
Yeah. So sorry if I missed you. It's a lot of us out here.
I think we got
really grinding. Yeah. A lot of us really out here grinding. So definitely gotta give flowers to the Her City DJs because they made that foundation. Gotta give flowers to Almighty.
Hell yeah, bro. For real.
And it's so crazy because it's a lot of stuff in the background that he does
that people don't see
and they don't really realize. So I do want to give my flowers to him. I know we've had our differences and all that stuff, but I definitely do want to give flowers to him because he's really set a foundation in the city for DJs.
And he just did the Soul to Seaville, man, with him and Kalala. So big shouts out to y'all for real because that was an event.
He's given us a platform to be on the radio. I don't think I ever would have been on the radio if it wasn't for him. And then being able to do a lot of community events through 101.3 and building that foundation. So gotta give him some flowers for that. Hypes. Dang. I can't forget Hypes.
We can't forget
Hypes.
Andrew.
Hypes is
doing huge things.
Yeah, what, man?
Jesus.
I forgot a Her City DJ. I can't believe this. Rohan. Can't forget about Rohan.
Gonna get me emotional.
Rest in peace, Rohan.
Rest in peace, Rohan, bro.
And if it wasn't for Rohan, I would have met Hypes.
Yeah. Same here, bro.
And Hypes, Hypes is definitely like one of a kind DJ. He's very skilled, very versatile.
He's a producer.
Really,
the pinnacle of DJs.
And he really like chased his dreams. Like he really chased his dreams.
He's doing it, bro.
But he's like
the living proof. Like if you chase it, if you believe in yourself, you can make it, bro.
And he's also really humble and
very
really
humble, bro.
Cool dude. So
Hypes, man.
Yeah.
I hope I can get you on the show, bro. I know you're busy. But once you get back home,
gotta
man,
get you out here.
Please come out and talk to me and my homie, man.
That'll be a fun conversation.
Good God,
that'll be a fun conversation. So definitely giving flowers to him. But It's a lot of DJs that like even just to recognize. I mean, like the Lynchburg DJ Showtime. Swirl Out, Purple Haze,
yep.
Noise,
yep. There's so many out there, man. It really is. Marcus and them, yo, for Marcus Henderson.
Yeah,
yo, for real.
Yeah, so it's a lot of DJs. I mean, DJ Do,
So Fly, yep.
All them DJs, like they just like they show love
very much.
They show love. They always come out and vibe. So it's so hard to like just pinpoint to
it really is, man. It really
because
is.
It is
but we love y'all, man,
yeah.
for real. We love to see what y'all doing out there, man. Like you said, Lynchburg, man, y'all killing it right now. I mean, we salute y'all, man, for real. With that DJ Expo, it was a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, for
beautiful thing, man. We need more of that.
Yeah, for sure.
We definitely need more.
But I mean, much love to all the DJs.
Hell yeah. Everyone. If we miss your name, we don't mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but shout out to all the DJs doing their thing, making their way out here, man, because it ain't easy.
It's not. It's not. And
it ain't easy.
It's not easy to, crowd please either. So like shout out to all the DJs that are staying hip to the new music and pleasing the young crowd, because that's hard. That is so hard.
Bro. Good God, man.
But
don't get me started.
But we got a lot of years ahead to do this. And,
yes, sir, man.
Keep this going.
And man, we gotta give shout out to the homie, bro. That is provided a lot of money in our pockets, bro. DJ Shaggy,
Rock the House
DJs, baby, for real.
Man, without Shaggy, like he reached out to me when COVID hit, like in 2020, like spring 2020, summer 2020. He had hit me and he was like, "Yo, you ever been interested in doing weddings?"
Here,
And I was just like, you know what? I haven't, but I'm getting kind of tired of the club scene. So let me try it out. So I shadowed him with a couple weddings, and then spring 2021,
bam,
set me on my own, and like ever since then, like I just been booked with weddings. So like huge flowers, huge shout out to DJ Shaggy, because I definitely like. Without you, I wouldn't be in this wedding scene. I wouldn't be.
Same here, bro. Like I know we probably was doing our thing once or two, a year, but now we booming out like, here, bro.
Boom,
we
like,
Rock the House is providing a lot of pockets, a lot of money in the pocket, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. So big shouts out to you, Shaggy.
Big shouts out to you, Shaggy. Much love.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. But man, thank you so much for the conversation, man. I enjoyed you. We definitely you coming back because you're gonna be my new co-host. I don't know if you know that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be bringing more guests.
Can't wait to be on the giving questions side.
Yeah. You're definitely gonna be on that. But then let the people know where they can find you and follow you at.
For sure.
Social medias and everything, bro.
Of course, you can find me on Facebook, Devin DJW Wildy. You can find me on Instagram at dj.double, DOUBLE, the letter U. Snapchat at DJW, no dots or anything, all one word. I actually think that's all my social medias. I mean, I'm on TikTok, but I have never posted a TikTok.
That's crazy. That's like the biggest.
You know what's so wild? You know what's so wild? I just actually, it's so funny you say that. I just saw this today.
Yeah.
I have 580 some followers.
Wow, and they never did.
And I'm following 87. Like
that's crazy.
I'm sitting here like, I'm a little popular.
Yeah, on TikTok. On TikTok,
I ain't never posted nothing. And I'm sitting here on Instagram still trying to get to 5K.
Yeah,
like,
right.
There,
it's hard, bro.
Yeah,
it really is hard,
I mean, I'm not like kudos to you because you really killing social media stuff. I don't got time for it.
Yeah, I feel you, but I ain't got no more time.
Yeah,
I love it though. I love the game, man. I love the game, man. Yeah, but thank you, man, for coming out.
Hey,
man.
I appreciate you. This has been a whole lot of fun. Shout out to the Wattz Effect
more to come,
podcast.
Man. But make sure y'all subscribe, man, for real. Thank everyone for tuning in, man. And this is gonna be my new co-host. I don't know if you know it or not, but he gonna be on here next, man. But we'll catch you on the dance floor.
See y'all soon.
Watch out, baby.
Yeah.